Hello, everyone. Good night, good afternoon. This is John Garcia. I am going to be here today, uh, trying to go to you guys and restart our Groovekart challenge as every Thursday night. Tonight we are be talking about how to build your homepage. So I'm actually waiting for my sidekick, Mrs. Darcy Hall, and let's see. We're gonna give her a couple of minutes. If not, we're just gonna start the normal stream right now. So guys, if you want to put in your comments, if it's your first time here, let's just see those comments so we can actually just give her a couple of seconds. If not, we're gonna start. And for those who are just looking at us right now, just viewing it from home, the Groovekart challenge is actually something that we do every week, every 8 weeks, and we take one of our customers from Groovekart and actually we help them to create their store. And the process goes during 8 weeks, and we actually tell them step by step what to do. So today is day 4, and I actually see that my psychic just arrived. So she's asking me, "Cece, let me here for 1 minute." So no worries, Darcy, it's okay. I know that sometimes it happens. Hello, Facebook user. By the way, if you want us to know your name, there's actually a plugin that says StreamYard/Facebook. So if you go to that link, we will know who you are. So we appreciate you guys being here. And as I said, I'm just going to give a couple of more minutes to Darcy to get ready. She's actually signaling me here that she's working with the computer. Hey, Donna, how are you? Donna Zimmerman is with us. And let me just, in the meantime, let me just show you my screen to see what we're going to do today. So allow me just 1 second. Let me just present my other screen. And I hope that everybody can hear me okay. So let me just share my screen really quickly here. And if I start getting some sort of issues with my sound, please do let me know, okay? Let me see, screen 2, I believe this is it. And yes, perfect. So this is screen 2, but I am in the wrong slide. So give me 1 second, and I'm gonna just put it right now. So Darcy, just give me a couple of thumbs up if you are okay. All right, let me bring you in. So now you're with me. Darcy, how are you today?
Hi, it's sunny in Vegas.
Awesome.
I'm not sure if it's outside or it's the AC. I'm still at another location.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully next week. My birthday's next week, so hopefully I'll be good next week.
Hey, well, no worries. I'm so glad that you're here, because for a couple of seconds there I was like, she didn't send me a confirmation today, and I sent her the link. But I'm so glad that you're here with us, Darcy. You know, it's always a pleasure.
I love your haircut.
Thank you. You know, I had to get a haircut. My wife said enough. So you have to look like a person now.
Oh, COVID's over for y'all. Is that
yeah.
what that means?
Yeah, that's pretty much. She said.
When people get haircuts in Florida, that means COVID's over.
Pretty much. And besides that, but you know, so glad to have you here. And I see a couple of names that are they're always with us, like Donna, Richard, Dwight. Hey, how are you, Dwight? Nash. Hello, everybody. So as I was mentioning, we're day 4 today, and today we're gonna have a very exciting day, which is the homepage creation. A lot of us start always from the homepage, so we are going to go finally to that. And I know for those of you guys that are the first time looking at, just visiting us, the past 2 weeks are a little fuzzy because we did the Groovathon, and actually the episode 2 and 3 are in between all the recordings that we did during 14 days nonstop. So I'm going to try to put some sort of signal or some link where those day 2 and 3 are in the middle of the Groovathon. I know it was craziness for the past 2 weeks, but it was fun because we got to re-engage with our clients. We learned a lot about them, and of course, we actually just broke a couple of records, and that's what we wanted to do. So interact more. And I know we all have fun. I mean, I know, Darcy, you have fun. I know you won a couple of things as well. So it's good to have you guys back, and hopefully we're gonna just get everything again back to normal in the next couple of weeks. But so Celia from Miami, Florida, Oh, we're neighbors, but don't tell anybody. So awesome, Sylvia. Thank you to have you here.
If you get to do a shout out, do it a shout out to Nicholas Capwork because he's up the road in Mesquite, Nevada.
Oh, nice. There you go. Up the road in sunny Mesquite, Nevada. There you go. So why don't we just do that? I want to just for the first couple of minutes because I see a lot of names that I know, but I'm trying to figure it out how many of us are here for the first time. So if you guys don't mind, please let me see by pressing number 7 who is here for the first time. So I can actually just maximize the time and work with Darcy what we need to do today, but also going to give you just kind of the rundown of what we're going to be doing for the next now 5 weeks, because it's 4 more weeks of work, but then the last one we do a lot of exciting stuff. So Nicolas Capra, Andrea Alfonso is the first time as well. So welcome, guys. I know there's going to be a couple more 7s, Kay Diva and Celia Vega. So glad to have you here, guys. And it's going to be a fun afternoon because David Lemon is not here. I'm kidding. David, I miss you. He actually just pinged me like literally half an hour ago. Said, "Hey, I forgot it's Thursday." It's like, no worries, man. Rest. We're still all tired of those long sessions that we did with the Groovathon. And you see here, Brigitte Michael said, "I have been on live with David." So awesome, Brigitte. So you're been working with GrooveFunnels right now. We're gonna start working with Groovekart. So Groovekart is the e-commerce portion of the Groove Digital, universe. And what we do here is the lovely lady right below in the screen. She's actually one of our more dear customers, and she actually won a contest. And we are actually using her store as the example, so we can actually just model and use her store as a showcase. So Darcy, why don't you just introduce yourself to the new visitors today? We have quite a lot. So tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Darcy Hall. I'm here in sunny Las Vegas. I'm in digital marketing, and I do digital marketing for local businesses. And on the side, I do a little bit of e-commerce on eBay. I had done Shopify years ago, just dabbled in it, but wanted to stay focused. And built ecstatic about Groove, been a Groove user since May, and love the progression of it. So the ability for, now with Groove Pages and Groovekart being a unified platform more or less, then excited to be here as the Groovekart hot seat as I build out my second store. I did build a store in Groovekart 1.0 for a client, and excited now to learn. I learned best hands-on, and excited for the live interaction with John Garcia and
Nice.
occasionally with Donna and David as well. So excited to be here.
Nice. Yeah, well, Donna and David, as you know, Donna is always busy, and she kind of just is working behind the curtains to make everything happen. So big shout out to Donna and the rest of the team. And I know, of course, David, he just pinged me a few minutes ago and said, "Hey, I forgot to send you the links." I'm like, "No worries, I already did it. It's cool." So David, we miss you here today. But I know, rest, man. You actually were alive today as well, so it's fun. But so, guys, that's pretty much in a nutshell the introductions. And let me just tell you what we're going to do today. Just as it says in my screen, Groovekart 60-day challenge. It's 8 weeks. And as I was explaining, just go day by day. But I also need to let the newbies today that days 2 and 3 are kind of fussy. So I'm going to probably put a link somewhere today that allow them to actually just go to day 2 and 3 and find them during the Groovathon. But today is the big day because we are going to do something really cool. We're actually going to go and create our homepage, which is kind of exciting because with Darcy, it was last week, we created a couple of products, if I'm correct. Right, Darcy? We did create a couple of products for your site, right? No, we didn't? Or we got interrupted in the process? I think that was the case, right?
We were trying to do the Printful, and then last week we took a sabbatical because there was the Groovathon.
Right.
Groovathon.
Yeah, it was actually 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we haven't done anything with the homepage yet. We don't have anything in there yet, but I thought today we were doing the banner and.
Yeah. Today is going to be the homepage only, but we did do a product, didn't we? We added a product, a text product, if I'm correct. I
Okay.
believe we have a couple of
It
tests.
was the Groovathon was lack of sleep. We were going through, but again, I'm almost out of the woods forgetting the computer and the other.
No, not a problem. I know it was crazy. It was a great event.
But we could go through and put one in there if we need to.
We did have fun, and I finally were able to fix my G, so now it looks decent. I have to put
Oh
a
yeah,
little
sorry, the happy face pillow.
Yeah, the happy face pillow. Remember? Yeah, I remember clearly.
I'm busy.
Yeah, it's quite okay. So as you see, guys, this is what e-commerce is all about. I mean, having fun, trying to work your way out into learning the things, and of course, with our help, you're gonna get to do that. But now let's get more into the matter. Let me just go here into the presentation mode, and let me just get started. So let me just go here, play from the start. And so let me just change my, let me just do something because I think it's not going to show properly. Can you guys see the full presentation or not really? Or is it not helping here? It looks fuzzy, right?
It looks like it's cropped.
It's cropped out.
Navigation and links.
Yeah, let me just, I think it's cropped up, so let me just had it as I had it before. Yeah, let's just leave it like this. All right. So for today, guys, we're going to do 3 things, mainly. We're going to do setting the homepage. We're going to learn about the navigation and the links. And, of course, we're going to do the setup. But before I do the setup, I'm just going to show you a couple of slides to identify where are we going to be. For those who are here the first time, I always want to take notes, even though there's here a recording in YouTube as well. And here in Facebook. So you can see this recording once we're done. But always just take notes. So we're going to be sharing things that maybe not be in the slides as well. So let me just show you the slide number 3. So this is pretty much our dashboard. And it has changed over the past couple of months because we have decided to improve our functionality, number 1, and also the way that things move around. And this is just pretty much the homepage screenshot. We have the navigation that we have there and the pages that we created. It's just a screenshot. I'll show you guys now. Actually, you, Mrs. Darcy, we're going to show us how your dashboard looks like. So this is for the menus and the pages, and here is when the page has a element active. You see there's 2 sides on the screen. One of them will have the main navigation to the left, and to the right you'll have each specific function, which we're going to touch base in a moment. And let me just see if I can do this so I can make sure that it will make it a little bit larger here. Can everybody see it okay now? Because Darcy, are you on a phone by any chance?
No, I'm on my laptop.
Ah, your laptop. Okay, so just
yeah, I'm over 40 and I'm resisting I don't know, if the birthday next week, I might need to start doing the glasses thing.
Oh, please. Age is a state of mind. So.
Oh yeah, state of mind, but there's still the physicality.
It's okay.
But I can zoom myself, so.
Awesome. So perfect. So let's get to now. I'm gonna just remove my screen, but let's share your screen so we can actually get you on here in the presentation, so we can see how we're going to do this. Because remember, guys, the reason why Darcy is with us tonight is because she was selected out of the pool of contestants in week number 2, and she won the right to be sitting here doing the lives with us, and we're going to see the progression of the store. That's the whole concept. So if you guys want to participate in the next one, in the next challenge, all that you have to do is to stick with us for the next couple of weeks, and you will see the process. And you will see that in week 5, actually 6, we're going to do a contest for an essay. And week 7, we select the winner. And week 8, we actually just kind of wrap up. And week 9, we kind of just celebrate and we pick the new person. So let me know when you're ready, Darcy, so I can kind of just hide my screen, and then we can work with yours.
Okay, give me just
no worries.
Close out one other window here.
And I think before I mention anything, before I jinx it, I think my audio is fine. So if you guys are just listening to me properly, just please press a 3. that you can hear me loud and clear. I'll appreciate it as well.
Okay. And then you want me coming in from the dashboard, home?
Yes, yeah, from your dashboard, because we're gonna just be doing a couple of things on the navigation and the menus, and also in changing the slide and adding a couple of things. We're gonna add the product to the front page and just kind of learning the elements. Okay. Thank you, Donna, very much. I appreciate that. All good. Nicholas, Luxmas, Gemini, Facebook user, thank you very much. Carlos Zavala asks, where can I find the recordings of week 2 and 3? I don't see them on YouTube channel, neither on Groove Academy website. Carlos, as I mentioned, week 2 and 3 were actually right smack in the middle of the Groovathon. So instead of interrupting the Groovathon, what the team decided was just to do a whole recording. So I'm going to try to see by the day and the time that it happened. So I can probably just send you the link and where to actually take a look at the recording for those 2 days. And thank you for being here, by the way. So I believe we're ready. So let me just hide my screen and bring yours right now. So give me just 1 second.
Okay. And I see Bridget Michaels asked, where do I start from, as I want to do the step-by-step with us?
In that case, Bridget, let's just start in day 1. And as a matter of fact, while I get the link for days 2 and 3, if you go to our YouTube channel, which I'm going to just post the link in a moment, you can actually follow the previous class, which was with Mrs. Christine Case. But it's pretty much the same thing with the slight differences in the way that the look and feel of the website was. We're gonna have a couple of new different let's say variants when it comes to the look and feel of the site. But you can start there. You can actually, it's better if you send me an email. I think I'll definitely just send you where to start the proper way, because I need to definitely hunt down for day 2 and 3. I didn't thought about it until today when I was tasked to restart the Groovathon. I mean the Groovekart challenge. I was like, oh, wait a minute. We actually did 2 days right in the middle of the Groovathon series. So how am I going to tell people where to go look for? So I'll send you a message, Bridget, and with an email address that you can just write me directly, and so I can send you the link. Now, Darcy, I see that you're.
I was just going to give a quick plug for those that are upgraded members that upgraded before the end of the Groovathon. I don't know the time frame. Maybe John might have a time frame of it, but you will be getting the cliff notes, the cheat sheets of the massive 300 plus hours of Groovathon. So I know personally I'm looking forward to that. David Groovathon, I stayed up the whole thing for, but I did not stay up for 300 hours. Oh. So looking forward to the cheat sheets for the.
Yeah, some of us are staying for a long time, but yeah, we'll definitely just get that information for you guys. So it will be here in the Facebook channel or in our YouTube channel. So stay tuned. So now, guys, what we're looking at is at the dashboard, and this is where you are going to log in once you get into your Groovekart. But now, where do we edit the homepage? And this is one of the things that we simplified. So if you take a look to your left, you're going to see all the icons like the home, products, cart, settings, apps, and builder. So what we need to go whenever we're going to work with pages is in our builder. So if you don't mind, Darcy, click on the builder, right in the last icon at the bottom. Perfect. Now take a look at that. Once you click on, did you click on it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it's going to open up in the actual editor. So we're going to see your homepage. So it's going to just load all the tools, and it's going to just show us pretty much what you have in there. And you have just the static basic page, and because we haven't just interacted with the homepage. So if you don't mind, let's just scroll down and take a look at what elements are there in the actual in the actual page. You see, we have created a couple of blogs. These are informational blogs with products and a couple of the elements that you can use. All of these can be removed, for example. These are items that we put as a test, but also we created one item last week, actually the week before. And it's just to show you guys how to organize certain things within your homepage. But you can arrange this however you want using the actual elements that we have for you guys. So let's just start cleaning the house. Let's just go from top to bottom, and let's just start getting rid of the stuff that we don't want. So on the top is our main navigation. So if you want to offer worldwide free shipping, you can offer it. Or if you don't, or if you want to change your message, you can actually do it as well. But let's just change that for a moment and click on the where it says worldwide free shipping. You see where it says click to edit layout. Whenever you guys see that, and this is important, whenever you guys see that, that allows you to actually change something. So in this case, is that top banner. So if you can click there to edit, what it will happen is it will isolate that area, and then you can start doing the edition. So let's just click again where it says worldwide free shipping. Now, once you click the element, you see what happened. The editor comes up. The right pane of the actual screen will give you the options. That's where you find all the options to change that specific area. You can change your background, your borders, your spacing, your colors. Everything that that specific area has, you can change it. So let's just change the text, for example. So now if you have everything highlighted, let's just type welcome to, what will be the name of your site, for example?
Benefits Charity.
Perfect. Perfect. Now, and let's just remove those email addresses. And the only reason that I'm telling you to remove the email address is I always ask or members that if you don't need to have your email address in the front page, don't do it for one reason: spam. You know, there's bots that always will read your site, and we're going to create the contact form that will serve pretty much as your contact email address. So how do we remove an element? Once it's in green, I don't know if you guys can clearly see this, but you have an icon, a black with background that actually offers you three things. It offers you a star, it offers you like a copy and paste, and then copy and paste in another page. Because this is actually one of the improvements that we did. We noticed that a lot of people use a lot of same elements in different pages. So if you click those little, it looks like two sheets of paper, one in front of the other. So if you click it right there, it will copy it in the same area. So if you don't mind, let's just click it, Darcy. You see, you just made a copy. But if you click it using the where it says other page, it will save it, and you can actually copy the same position of the same element in another page. But I'll let you guys play with that. Now let's just erase that. Let's just click on the can. So the trash can is actually just to erase it. And now let's just erase it again because we just erased the copy. So perfect. Now that element will look like that because it's not centered, and whatever element was taken there, so it will just look empty. So let's just click save on top, because this is important. Every time you change something in your site, guys, please click save. It's very important because we have cases of people just working in their pages for hours and they don't save it, and when they close the browser, when they come back, they say, what happened to my homepage? I spent half an hour, 30 minutes, whatever it was, and that kind of just, we realize, okay, let's just make the button prominent. That's why we make it the color that we made it, because we need to make sure that you save. Because as you can see now, since we haven't changed anything else, the button is grayed out. So when it's grayed out, you don't have to do anything. But if it's red, always save your work. So now that we have done change that, perfect. So let's just talk about the navigation. Groovekart offers different types of navigations. And when you click on the navigation, Darcy, if you don't mind, let's just click on the navigation. There, perfect. Oh, it doesn't, it will not allow you. You actually have to click pages, I'm sorry. Let's just click pages again.
Okay.
Let's just click home page. Or, oh no, the home. Perfect, that one.
Okay.
I'm lying. Go to pages. Just I cannot see it. And yes, I'm also over 40. So if you click on the home page, what will happen is it will open again, of course, the home page. And now you see that that element that you change is just says, welcome to Benefit Charity. Now, as you can see, you have a little dial that turns red if you turn it on. If you turn it off, it will turn white. So that will mean that you will not want this navigation to happen. So if you don't mind, let's just click off the navigation. Let's just click on that dial that you have to the top right. It will kind of just fade off the content. And now, just do me a favor. Do you happen to have another tab open with your page that you can bring to your screen?
I'm sorry, with the
If you have another tab that we can actually see the live page.
live page. Okay.
Yeah.
I hadn't yet. Here's to do the.
No. What I meant, Darcy, is if you can open another tab on your browser, so we can see the live page.
I'm not catching part of what you're saying. I have a new tab, and then.
No, to bring in the page. So we can verify that the navigation is gone in the live page.
Okay, have the copying the domain in into.
Yeah, just open another window, pretty much, and go to the store. But we're not seeing that window that you just opened. That was what I was wondering.
Let me do a stop for a second. I think because I had.
Oh, because you were not sharing your desktop, but you were only sharing the actual. I got you. Yes.
Yeah.
Not a problem. So let me just
let me go back into StreamYard. Share screen.
Actually, Francis says, well, you do that. I thought that the new version had addressed that saving issue. Yes, it was actually changed in some things that actually happen automatically. Like when you update the navigation, it will save automatically. But when you do physical changes, you have to actually make sure because you're controlling the store. So if you change either a slider or maybe a menu, so it will definitely just, you need to do the saving. Okay, so now let me just bring it back to the screen. Perfect.
Are you seeing them both now? So that I've got the dashboard and then opened the store in a new tab.
And as you can see, guys, when Darcy actually just hide the navigation on top, she will not have the navigation. And why I'm bringing this up? Because if you don't want to, you don't really have a navigation. You have the ability not to show the navigation. Why? Some of the products that maybe we'll be selling are single products. Maybe you're working with digital products, with ebooks, or maybe with a download, maybe with a single item. It could be a gadget or whatever the case may be. So a lot of people are not really keen into having a navigation and a big complex navigation to kind of confuse their visitors. So if you want to remove that, you have the option to do that as well. So now, if you don't mind, let's go back to the dashboard. And now let's just reactivate it again. So just go back to the Perfect. Yep. Let's just reactivate it. Awesome. So it will be in red. So it's active. And you see, Francis, this is the part that I'm saying the auto saving, since it's not really necessary for us to press the saving button because nothing that actually was manipulated by us physically, meaning an element, we don't need to save those. The system will actually save that. But when it comes to an element that was changed, we do need to save the changes. But now that we know how kind of just hiding the navigation works, let's just keep on the navigation and let's change the links because this is actually important for us. So as you can see, there's a navigation there that says home, best deals, contact us, guest tracking. And you have also your currency. You don't change that from there, by the way. So you don't have to click that. You will only click that if you want to change the way of the layout looks. This is also another cool part. We have different layouts. So now if you can do me a favor, Darcy, let's just click where you're about to click without, perfect. Click to edit the layout.
Okay.
It's going to ask you a question. It's going to ask you, hey, what kind of header design you want? You're going to have the default design. You want to have the groove zone, the groove book, the awesome, the dropship, or the luxury. Depending on what you want to do is going to have different situations. For example, in this case, as you can see in the dashboard, and if you don't mind going to your site for a moment, don't change anything yet there, but let's just go back to your site for a moment.
So cancel?
No, don't cancel it. Just leave it like that and go back to the other tab. Yeah, perfect. So right now, if you refresh the page, you're going to see your navigation. Excuse me. So now the navigation is going to appear. And once it appears, you're going to see that the icons and the navigation is different. Ooh. Did you refresh?
Yeah, I hit refresh.
You are in a remote place, I know.
Oh, I didn't have it scrolled up all the way.
That will happen, guys. That would happen. That would happen, and we will go, hey, what happened? Why this is not showing up? So that would happen. But here's the thing. Now you see that this distribution of this navigation, this top navigation has all the menus to the left, the logo in the center, and then, of course, your currency, your login razor icons, and your value of the shopping cart. Now, let's go back to your dashboard. And I think to make this easier, when I say the word switch, that means let's go back to the other one.
Okay.
So just for fun and interactivity. So let's just click, let's say, the Groove Book. If you click where it says Groove Book, and you click OK, what it will happen is it's going to change only the header. You see, it gives it different colors. It gives a different standing because now the logo is still in the center, but you have your search bar to the left and other logos in the right. So if you go back to your site or switch, now refresh, you will see that the changes that you just made are there. The new look and feel for that navigation. Now, since we are actually working on with our developers, that we can actually select what colors. At the moment, the colors are preset. You see, the colors change. The colors are preset. The only way to change this is by going to the CSS, which I'm gonna actually work on an episode, which is customizing your CSS. But at the moment, I will highly recommend, as you start with your store, let's just keep it with the fundamentals and just the basics, so you don't spend a lot of time working on the details.
But John, I know you don't want to go into detail of it, but at least say what CSS is for those that are new to this world.
CSS is actually cascade style sheets, and is a programming language that was designed to beautify the HTML, or pretty much the language that was designed to create the websites. The CSS is a little piece of code that actually controls your colors, your backgrounds, your sizes, and some other functions within the site. It's a little bit complex to go into it and change it, but if you are familiar, you can change that, and I'll show you guys where you can change the CSS in a moment. Maybe towards the end of tonight's session and towards the QA. But now let's just do another change. Let's switch. You see, now we're understanding each other. That's fun. So now let's just click again on the navigation bar. Then now let's click luxury, for example.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh. So now luxury is actually darker. It's just dark on top. It would be just for like, I don't know, a different kind of brand. Of course, Apple. The logo has to be transparent. Yeah, Apple uses that. And I actually did, I believe it was luxury. No, it wasn't luxury. It wasn't for or Groove Gear store. But you get the idea. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time. But let's just go back to the original that we have, which was the default. Or the dropship, I believe it was, yeah. If you click OK, now it's going to revert everything as it was. So now that we know that all those changes will significantly change the look and feel of the site, let's just go back to the navigation. You see to the left, you have the pages and the navigation. Right now, you're within your pages. So if you click navigation, you will see there that you have the 4 items that you have in your main navigation. You have the home, the best deal, the contact us, and the guest tracking. You see, you will see them on that list. Now, do me a favor. In order to actually edit the items that you see in your navigation is very simple. Can you actually click on the 3 dots, let's say on the last one that says guest tracking? You see, you can edit the menu or delete the menu. Let's just delete it. I mean, right now we're not going to have any guest tracking, so we're going to delete it. And you see, again, if you saw that in just a couple of seconds, once you deleted that part, you didn't have to save it, because this is the interactive part that we kind of realize that you guys don't have to go back and save. So this is the part that, since it's interactive, you don't have to worry about saving once you delete it or edit. So let's just go now and add a new menu. So let's just click on the plus. And you see it says new menu. So now we just have to edit it. And as you can see also in the middle of the page, it says new menu. So let's just click on the 3 dots. Let's just click edit. And here's where the fun begins, because now it's going to ask us a couple of things. So like, okay, what do you want in this page? How do you want to call it? So let's just call it pillows, for example, since I know that we created a pillow the other day. So let's just call it pillows. So if it's a category, you can actually right away have the category selected, but we have to go back, Darcy. You pull a Donna on me right now.
Oh, right.
So let's just do edit the menu.
So easy.
So now you see it will open up in the same window or in a new window. That will give you the option. So whatever is in red, it will be the option. So let's just keep it in the same window. Now, what the link type is what you want him to do. So if you click on that drop down, you will have the options. You will have either a link, a custom page, which you can link it to whatever page you want, a product, or a specific product, a category, or another page that you have created. In this case, let's just go for a product. Let's just click on a product, and then you can actually, another submenu will appear and filter the product by name or by category. So let's just look at the filter by name. And then you can type in the first letter of the product. Do you remember how do we call it? We call it pillow or happy pillow. There you go. Happy face pillowcase. There you go. So what that will do is that link that we just created is going to take us to that product. So let's just click on the check mark on top to make sure that all the settings are saved.
Do I click
right
this
there
first, or so? Okay, that, and then we go up to here. Okay.
Yeah, perfect. So now you say it says pillows, and now let's just switch and see what happens. We had to switch and actually reload because we just changed the actual navigation. So once the page reloads, what you will see is like the guest tracking and every changes that we did are no longer there, and the new changes are taking over the page. Now, if you click pillows, let's see what happens. It actually goes to the product that you created last 2 weeks ago, in the last session, I should say. So let's see. You see happy face pillowcase. So is that easy to actually just manipulate the navigation? So let's just click on the Groovekart logo there, Darcy, if you don't mind.
Right here?
Just to go back to the home page, and let's just switch back to your dashboard. Because now some of you guys are thinking, okay, yeah, that's fun and dandy, but I only see a space for 3 or 4 categories. So what's up with that? This navigation system allows you to nest another series of links. So the way that you actually put submenus or subcategories, or however you want to call them, I think I always call submenus, So you drag, you see those blocks of 6 dots on the side of the name of the action in the other side. So let's say grab pillows and put it under best deals. Perfect. So is that easy? Now you see that pillows are going to disappear in a second. And if you go back to your store and refresh the page, actually, let me see. Yeah, just go back to the store.
Double check it if it's saved, and then I'll switch.
Correct. Now let's just refresh the page. And actually, the only reason that I have Darcy just do this between the 2 pages is because this is what is recommended, guys. Don't do a lot of changes at the same time, and then just try to save the page and review everything. So what I always recommend is, as you go, check. So if you notice any discrepancies or anything that is not making sense, you can correct it right away. Now, as you can see, the menu disappeared. But you see what happened to best deals? You have an arrow pointing down that is telling you, hey, this is what we have. So you can have, of course, a certain amount of links. Don't go crazy, by the way, guys. Let's just be careful. We don't want to put 150 different links. Just try to accommodate everything within each category or each product, but just don't go too crazy. I believe the menu will hold, I don't know exactly how many links, but it will be enough to go into the margin of your browser. But we don't have that. We don't need that, and that will be a complete bad experience for the user. So
I
just
guess maybe one consideration might be in terms of like if people are looking on mobile, that you
yes.
figure there's probably about 8 maybe or so normally.
Correct. And you know what?
Where you're scrolling.
Yeah, and you know what? I think we can test in mobile right now, because if you actually just grab one of the sides on your screen, let's say grab the right size and bring it into the left one, to the left margin. Let's see if you can do that.
Okay.
Right in that page. So
yeah, I've got to. There we go. Actually, I have something on my desktop that I need to move, so I might stop screen for a second.
No worries, it's fine.
Let's see here. Let me just double check that something's moved. Hold on.
No worries.
I had another meeting right before. Hold on.
Right. No, and in the meantime, I do have a couple of questions here, so let me go to the questions. Dwight says, when you will be doing the CSS training? Thanks. Dwight, in the first week of November, we're going to be releasing more videos. We're going to do some micro content for Groovekart. We're going to be, since we changed completely the experience, David Lemon and I are going to work in creating micro content that is not so long, like an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's going to be bits and pieces of the most important parts that you can do. And it will be videos maybe between 5 to 15 minutes. So we're going to start working on those, and hopefully we're going to get them started in November. And so it will be kind of just or Christmas gift for all our users, have 100, 200 videos. That's our goal as far as content for Groovekart. And that's part of my plan as well. So don't miss it. We'll be here. Also, Andrea Alfonso asked, I can assign my accounts to the social icons in the header. Andrea, if you want, at the end in our Q&A, I'll have in mind your question and I'll show you how to change them. Let's see if you have any other question. Francis Filion asked, could moving the cursor above the page layout options show that they look like? Is this part for a future upgrade? That will be a very interactive and intuitive. Yeah, actually, we had a way to do that in the previous version, I believe, that it was just a preview of the page, but we noticed that it will take a long time to load. So we're actually just figuring out a way to do that, but that is a great suggestion, Francis, and we'll definitely just put it to the attention of the developers. Now, Darcy, we're ready?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Let's go. Let me just show your screen again. Add it to the stream, and perfect. Now, perfect. If you can grab, exactly, you see, you can grab, and this is a very important portion, guys, because Right now, as Darcy just mentioned, everything is mobile. Everything is mobile. So you need to make sure that the best options and the best experience is available for your visitors. So what Darcy is doing right now, she's actually grabbing the images and grabbing the browser and compressing it to kind of just make it look like a cell phone kind of display. So if you see, let's just leave it in the cell phone for a second, Darcy. Just put it back, all the way back. Correct. Now you see that the menu on top disappeared. Now you see those little three lines. Click on the three lines, and you see where it says best deals. It's the same experience. So it's pretty much, you will have, no matter how many links you have, it will have the same experience. But keeping in mind that it's in a mobile device. So it will have the same experience, but of course it will not have the top line just full up with text. It will have those three little lines. Now, if you don't mind, let's just go back to the normal state. Let's just put it back into the regular size. So we can now start changing more elements. Now, guys, we have worked on the navigation, the top line, or we call it the notice bar. We know how to create menus now. We know how to edit the menu. We know how to make sure we can put them to different pages or categories. And now let's just switch, Darcy, and let's just go back to your dashboard, and we're gonna work on something cool. The slider. So let's just click that X that is in the main page. So we can just click on the X and close that so we can gain all the space. Awesome. And how do we change elements? And let me just by saying, because some of us are now asking ourselves, hey, what are blocks and what are the elements and what are the pages and what are the settings? Let me just start from top to bottom. The blocks is actually a way for us to add stuff in the page, or add areas, I should say, in the page to be controlled by the elements. So let's just do something. Let's just scroll to the middle of the page, if you don't mind, Darcy. You can stop right there. So if you click where it says blocks, what you will see is columns. So can you just click where it says blocks on the top icon? You're going to see that you're going to have design blocks or global blocks. So the common blocks, if you click on that navigation in that drop down, if you don't mind, the first common blocks, they're pre-made blocks of information. So let's say you want to add another article, or you want to add maybe a description of some products. You can grab that specific area and drag it into the actual canvas. Where we work today is actually called the canvas. So, but let's say we don't want to add content. We just want to add a video, for example. You have the ability to do that as well. So let's just go to where it says elements and click on elements right below it. Perfect. You see you have rows, text, media, product categories, content, buttons, and scarcity. Those are the elements that we have available. So now let's just click on rows. So let's just make this fun right now, and we just start working on a different kind of area. So let's just click where it says 3 columns, because you see you have 1 to 12, because in design, the amount of columns that actually can hold in the language that we actually wrote the script is 12 columns. So you have an area to work with 12 columns. So let's just go and grab the 3 column and drag it right under the button that says take it now. So drag it right under it. There you go. You can drop it. There you go. And what it will happen is it will create an area of the 3 blocks. Did you drop it?
I see it says drop here. I let go.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay, but you see, it dropped it in the area that it wasn't supposed to go. So let's say that happens. So one of the things that we actually also notice is the lack of an undo button, but we have it now. So if you see those arrows that you have next to the save button, you can click that, and what it will happen is it will make disappear that area that we just dropped in. So let's just give it a couple of seconds. And
this looks new, or it's, I don't know if, is this in Groove Pages as well, that it shows like how many there are?
yes, actually it is new, because now you can go back as many steps as you have done. So you know that you have 1, 2, or 3, or 4, even more, I believe. So, but let's say in the event that you don't want to use the undo button, you want to erase that. So let's just click on top of any of the boxes that you see there. And let's just click the can. There you go, the trash can. Awesome. Once you click on the trash can, it will erase it.
Yeah, I'm giving it just a second. Here we go. Just hoping to have my other computer in bed. Good. I'm clicking. I don't want to overclick it.
There it is. I think it's okay. Let's just click save. Let's just go and click save, and let's reload the page.
Okay.
And
my fan's going on my computer right now. A lot of this is just my computer situation, which I'm almost out of the woods.
Mine too. No worries. I mean, I just did this voodoo ritual to actually make sure that my computer did not get me any lag today. But let's just try to remove that again. Let's just see if that this time we actually have better luck.
Whoops.
Yeah, I can hear the fans now.
Yeah.
It's all right. So we can live with that there. Let's just grab again the 3 columns and just drag it right under, right below it, right on top of the best deals. There you go. Just let it go.
Yeah, no, I'm like, oh, but it's still floating.
It's still floating.
It's still floating.
Oh, that's interesting. And it floated all the way down right after.
Yeah. See, I'm letting go, and it's still. There you go.
There you go. All right, we did it, guys. Okay, let's just give Darcy a round of applause. Her computer have a mind of his own. Perfect. All right, so now we have the 3 areas. So in these areas, we can add any information that we want. But let's say, so we do have a video that specifically talks about our product. So in the same elements, if you click where it says elements, let's just go to media. And there's going to be a button for a video. So let's bring that video to the center space that you have open there. Once you drop the content, it will actually have that. And you guys are saying, but wait a minute, that looks whacked. Why? Do me a favor, just click on the X where it says elements. Because remember, everything is interactive here, and it will actually change. Now let's just close the 3 columns again. And it will actually just change in a bit. It will give it more space, but it still looks kind of, okay, not the right size, right? So let's just click on the video, just click on that area. Now the pane on the side is going to open again, and you see where it says settings. So what we're doing right now is we're changing the settings of an element. And what is happening, we can give it the width and the height of the element. So you see it's 800 by 600. If you grab that little dial that you have under width and move it to the left, it will, of course, diminish the size. Now let it go for a second. Yeah, let us go to 250 by 250. So it will be 250 by 250 or 260 even. There you go. And then let's just do that again for the height. And now you have to click save, because this is the manual stuff that we're saving. And you see what happened, guys? This is how you can manipulate your videos. So right now it's saving because it's important that we save the page. So you can manipulate every single aspect on your page, just like this gentleman right here, Gerald Walker, mentions. It works like Elementor. Correct. It actually it works like Elementor. It's just based by the modules. We actually drop the elements there. And we can actually make them interactive. The biggest difference that we have with Elementor is that these elements actually work within our store. In Elementor, let's say, unless you have another plugin like WooCommerce or something like that, you will not be able to add a product unless you actually do with the embedded code. But it's very similar. So now let's say you have that, but you know what? I think we placed the video wrong. So let's just copy that video. So you can just click on that area, and you'll see that you'll get the two little pages of paper, or icon with the two. It looks like sheets of paper. So just click there, and it will give you a second copy of the video. So, but now what do I do with two copies? No, I'm gonna move one to the left. So let's just grab it and drop it into the open space in the left. And why am I doing this? Because it's also good to know that we have the option to repeat steps with any kind of element. In this case, I just picked the video element, but we do have the options to do it with any single element that you can create, or drag, I should say.
Okay, my computer's running really hard. Hold on.
I can see in your eyes that you were just like saying, this computer is not helping me tonight.
Black Friday's not here soon enough. And I have another one sitting here, but for my other meeting ran over, I didn't get to switch over. So
it's quite all right. In the meantime, while we do that, let me just, Francis is asking, is changing the window size the way that we are now checking the appearance of all formats, such as for the cell phone? Yes, you can use that either or, but we use that by the way that we create, when we create the page, we use that in the live page, Francis. So you here in this environment, here in the actual editor and dashboard, you can use the actual icons as well. So these icons on the top of the page that we're seeing right now.
I'm gonna try deleting this one.
Yeah, let's delete it. I think everybody got the idea.
And while on that, do you want to? Are you going to explain that star one at all, or not yet?
Not yet, because that's a special. So that's another element that we have to explore. So you see, you just make it back. So you can erase that one if you want, because now we're going to clean the page, because we're going to make sure that we change this later.
Okay, it's not dragging for me.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's just delete it. Kill it. Let's just delete it.
Okay. Save.
Perfect. Now let's just delete that whole column that we just created for the video.
Okay. I've gotten in a good habit of saving.
No, and that is exactly, I mean, I don't know if you remember this, but Christine Case always tried to do the same thing. This is what we need, guys, to save your work, because you have no idea how many times we have to send emails to our customers. Hey, all that you have to do is just make sure that you save your work. So let's just delete the block. And how do you delete the block? And this is important. You see that you have the blue margin in the whole area and a green margin within the element. So if you click in the blue line outside, it will take the whole area and will make it green. You see, guys, the difference? Green means go. So you're working in that specific area as a whole. So you can actually change the background for that specific area. Now, when you click in an element, it will become green. So you're working in that specific element. So now you see that you have the same options. You have your copy, you're copying another page, your trash can. So let's click on the trash can and see what happens. Boom, it's gone. So now let's just also key what says best deals, and let's delete also those 3 products that are out there. How would you delete it? So let's see if you remember how we do it. Yep.
But just those 3, not all.
Yeah, no, all of them. All of them, because in this case, actually, you know what? Don't delete them yet. If you haven't pressed it, don't delete them yet. Just delete the portion in the top.
Just the top 3?
Yeah, the counter. Where there was the 1 minute. Yeah, the counter. Yeah, let's just delete that counter. Remember, that will only delete the text, that will only delete the counter, but if you click outside, there you go, it will delete the whole section. So remember, guys, sections element will be the key for making sure that this is as easy as possible for you to work with. So now I remember that you did a product. So we're gonna use the top part just to feature that product. So you see it says deal of the day, that is an image. And then of course, the new demo sneakers. So we're gonna edit the button and work on the image. So can you just click on the image of those crazy shoes?
Mm-hmm.
So again, you get your pane of the on the side for the settings. So let's just click on the settings. On the right, there you go.
Right. Good. So
Yeah. Now you see you can change the pictures. Once you go into the settings, since you're working only with that element, if you click the trash can, you can delete it. So let's delete that element. Now you can upload a new image. So let's say, do you have the image that we did last time to save? No.
for the happy face fellow,
Yes.
I hadn't saved it. It should be in. Oh, it should be in the. Will it be in the gallery then?
I
Or
believe.
do I need to? Okay. If I click on upload, it's wanting to upload from desktop.
Yes, yeah, that's where we upload the pictures generally. So let's just do something. Let's just go back to that product in
Okay.
the. Let's just switch.
Let me hit save though, because we had deleted the other.
Yep, exactly. Great. So now you realize that we need to save. So let's just switch back to the homepage and let's just do a trick. And let me just show you guys a trick because this is kind of the ninja tricks that we use. So let's go back to your site. Let's just click to that product because we've been to that product before. So click to invest deals and pillows. No, but in your page, by the way.
Sorry. Oh. Okay.
In the live page, yes.
Yeah.
So we're now looking at your live page. So let's just go to the pillows. And you guys will see, and this is actually can be used anywhere. Let's say you want to resell a product or you're trying to find the right picture for your product. So you can do the following. So it's going to open right now the pillowcase that we created last week, well, 2 weeks ago. Now just right click on the image and save it.
Just a second.
It's okay.
My little engine that could.
Now you see you can just save it probably in your desktop in an area, and you can just. Don't forget, guys, like always, you have to put the extension, the .jpg or the .png, to make sure that your image is saved. So now let's just switch and go back. Now let's just click the trash can, upload the image, correct. Now it's gonna ask you to save it. Now you have changed the picture. Now let's just edit the button. So let's just click on the button where it says take it now.
Let me click that.
Yep.
Oh, it was just lagging a little there. Okay.
Settings, perfect. Now, if you scroll down, you'll go to where the text is changed, which says take it now. Select order now. And remember, we have to select the product. So we have to go by name on the filter product, click by name.
Yep. Okay.
Now let's just put pillow. Happy pillow face, I believe it was. There you go. And then remove the other product. Perfect. Now you can click save. And I don't know if you guys know. Yeah, save up there. Yes. I don't know if you noticed, guys, that once we actually start changing the button, the save button actually lit up. And the reason why is every time we do a change on the element, it saves. But it also ensures that since you're working with an element that is featuring a product, you have that. So if you scroll down, you'll see now the product there. Oh, you didn't take the picture. Did we actually just did the right thing with the picture?
Maybe I didn't hit save again. Maybe we moved on to the button before it finished saving.
Oh, no worries. Let's just try it again. So let's just trash the upload image. Happy fill paste. Perfect. Yeah, let's just let it upload. And let's just, you know what, do me a favor, let's refresh, because I think it will be a refresh needed. Just the editor.
Right here?
Yeah, just right there. This is actually another trick, guys, that if you ever encounter a problem like something's not saving, or when you change something is not saving, always reload the page. Okay. So this way it will actually clear the activity that you're working on, and it's not going to close it, it's not going to take you out, it's not going to log you off, but it will allow you the opportunity to kind of just retrace your steps and did what you did just now, and try to change it again, and it will usually, it kind of works. So let's use there you go. Yep, right in the middle. Perfect. Now you see now that the button, you see it happens, and the only reason why I actually make Darcy do this is because when our computers are lagging, that tends to happen because the technology is going to reach the activity, and if it times out for some reason and it doesn't save, always refresh. It will actually just refresh the content, so you can just retrace your step and save it. So awesome. So now you see that we have the new product. So we have the product that we created, and if you click to the button, and we're gonna just test this in a second because I want to change the banner, because I know that you were excited to change the banner. So let's just go to the top. Now we have the product of the day, or the deal of the day. How do we change our banner or our slider? So you see, click on the slider right there, click on the center, and the same situation. It will open to the side, and it will actually just tell you, go to settings, where you have the options, and then you can actually change the sliders where it says items. It's important to go where it says items. Then you can add new sliders, you can add new images, or you can just edit it. So the same situation. Whenever you see the 3 dots, it's just to edit that specific element. So let's just click on the element. And now, do you have an image ready, Darcy? I believe. Okay, awesome. So let's just delete that image. Right on top, perfect. It's going to change to upload. So let's just upload the image.
We got 2 here. Yeah, there we go.
Perfect. Now just click on the check mark just to do the preview right now. Nice. Now, this is one of the situations that we kind of see all the time. Like, okay, my image doesn't look right. It just looks too compressed. So as you can see, there is a bunch of options that says slides height, autoplay, flexible height. So let's just click where it says flexible height. And what that will do, it actually just allows you to either maximize or minimize the height of your image. Now, let's just go to where it says style. And this is something that I need to check. The transparency is fine and the global is perfect. So now let's just go back to settings. I thought that the transparency, but no, you created the image like that. So now on the items, let's just go to the title settings because we need to get rid of all that text in the center so it will look regular. So let's just go scroll down. And then subtitle settings. Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually in the in title settings. My apologies, not subtitle settings. Oh, they did update it. Do me a favor, click on the actual because this is actually an update that it was pending. I guess they did it. Click on the text that says "Shop the best gifts."
I'm almost thinking that it's right here that we're adding it in.
Oh, you were outside the element. Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
I did that a little quick.
Oh, I was wondering, where did it go? Okay, so I'm sorry, guys. I was kind of looking. I know it was there. So yeah.
One thing I've learned from working with Groove pages is when you're clicking here and it's not working like a text element, is that it's
on the side. Exactly.
It's an element to the side. Like buttons are very much like that.
Right.
But you're not editing the text of a button in the element. It's in the settings in the configure sections. So let me go back because I know I clicked through to that kind of quick. Oh, oops. Right here. So I'm going to click on slider again. And I'm clicking on settings and items.
Correct.
And I clicked on the little three dots and clicked on edit.
Correct.
And here's where I'm editing.
Now you can just delete that text. Yeah, just delete the text in both areas. Now, as you can see, everything starts disappearing. And now let's just scroll down because you can delete as well. Yeah, delete everything.
Okay.
And you see here's the thing where it says this item has a link. That means that you can link that specific slider to a product or a category or whatever you want. So you can probably just turn that off so you don't have those options open. Perfect. Now let's just click the check mark and then save. And let's just wait for it to actually just make sure that it saves everything. Now, what we have to make sure is now the image looks a little bit better because now it's in full screen. But I believe that you had more in the image. Oh yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, it was it's a little longer and a little narrower in height.
Correct. So now let's just click it again in the actual slider. Because there's actually a way to make sure, and I believe is in the settings, and I believe is in let's just click items again, if you don't mind. Then click there, edit, and hold on because I need to check where it is. I forgot because they did an update in this area. So let's just close there for a second. Let me see in style. Actually,
I have a feeling that maybe when
let me just
there was so this when I turned off the flexible height, maybe
right
here.
Yeah, if you can just bring it down to the left a little bit, let's see what happens. And then let's just click. No, that's actually from the flexible height. So, but you see now the image looks a little bit better. It looks more complete. So I guess that's what they wanted to accomplish. And if you scroll up all the way to make sure that you can see the image, if you do that, it's going to bring it closer. So you see what is, this is part of the way that the site will look like in mobile. I think that'll be perfect.
I'm wondering, can I do a specific? I was just kind of curious. Yes, you can do. Okay, I was curious if you could write a specific amount in.
Yeah, you can actually type in the specific amounts. Yeah. So now let's just click save, and that's pretty much how you can edit your slider. And you can add many more elements. So you can add another slider, and you can add another different picture and link it to a different product or category. So now let's just scroll down a little bit more, Darcy, if you don't mind. So let's just, now we have the actual slider, we have the product, and let's just play around with this element. This element is called the category element. Do me a favor, click anywhere in one of the pictures, for example. As you can see, it actually shows you the product list. And let's say you want a category. And this is actually crucial, guys, because in every single homepage, you want to have a couple of the categories that you want to showcase. So let's say you use this element. This is what you need to use, which is the product list. The product list element allows you to choose what products you want to showcase in your homepage. So let's get to it. Let's click settings. And you're going to have three options. You're going to have the select products, the positions, and the products per row. So let's see that. Let's just start from the bottom. Products per row. The products per row will show you how many products, of course, per line. So in the desktop, it will show 3 products. In the horizontal tab, which is for smaller tablets, it will show 3. Vertical tab, it will show 2, and mobile 2. So let's just make a slightly change. In desktop, let's just move it to 4 products. Now it looks not so constrained. You have more space for showing products, so you're gonna have 8 products in those 2 lines. But what decides what products you're gonna use is yourself. So we know now that it's 4 products per line. So now let's just go where it says product, select products. Right on top, perfect. You see there's a series of 6 products selected. So uncheck 2 of them. So perfect. So now you're only showing 4. Now click save. And let's just switch and let's just go to your homepage. Now let's click in the Groovekart.
I'm just going to refresh.
And it's going to refresh, correct.
Oh, because you wanted to, sorry, yeah, to go to the Groovekart. All right, we'll do that in a second.
Perfect. No worries, it's taking a little longer than usual. We know. It's computers. So let's scroll down. You will see that now only you have 4 of your best deals. So you can select your products, which product you want to showcase. You can actually do that. But how do we add that from scratch? Let's just go back to let's just switch. You see that keyword is actually working. Switch, I like that. So let's scroll down. And let's just go to our elements. And you're going to check where it says products and categories. And you see what it says category product list. Grab it and bring it right below where it says just anywhere. Just grab it and drop it anywhere. Right below. It could be below the other category, or that would be perfect. Or where you had it. Now let's find out where it went.
I think did it come right here?
I believe no, actually that's what it was before, right? Can you just scroll up again? Yeah, that was where it was. So let's just scroll down now.
Isn't that where it put it? Is that?
No, that's the one that we had. So
okay.
Because we're gonna bring a new one. So let's just go to product list. Let's just bring it right below it. Drag it. There you go. You see this drop here? Let's just drop it over there. Now, did it just duplicate it or it did it? So
I just did it because I brought it once and then
I
brought it again.
Okay. So let's just erase one of them. Sorry about that. So because yeah, it actually shows now that orange bar. So let's just click on the orange bar. And let's just go again to settings. So what we just did, we just brought the actual element to the canvas. And now we're going to select the products. Click on products, select products. Then by name. Let's type the pillow. Okay, let's just do that pillow. And then let's just type the word demo on the top when you have that perfect in the filter. Type the word demo.
Sorry, type where? Right here.
Right there. Yeah.
Demo?
Instead of pillow, just type demo. And let's just pick another 3 products.
Okay.
It could be maybe the backpack, since we don't have it on. Oh yeah, we don't have it on top. Or
We
the
do have the
socks.
backpack, so do you want me to do maybe
Yeah,
pillowcase?
let's just do the pillow, the case, perfect, and then the socks. And then it doesn't matter if we just do another high top, for example. Perfect. So you see, that gives you the flexibility to choose what products you want in the front page. Let's say, and this is important, guys, because we talked about it in the second week, analytics. So you want to make sure that your front page will have those products that people visit the most, which we'll learn a little bit more in the upcoming weeks. So now we know. Let's just click save, if you don't mind, Darcy.
Gladly.
Awesome. And you see the G now. As a matter of fact, the G will lit up when you do changes. I don't know why it's not lit up right now, but it will actually filled up with the color. Now, and let's just switch and let's take a look if the change actually happened in the page. And while that happens, let me take 30 seconds here to actually a couple of questions. Can a custom store be designed in Groovekart, or is it best designed in Groove Pages? Actually, Paul, the stores work independently. Groovekart still works under Groovekart. So whatever you design in your store will remain your store. Groove Pages actually is an independent system. Within Groove Funnels, we actually have an option when you log into your account, you can go to your Groove Pages, work in your Groove Pages, but also log into your Groovekart directly. But both systems work independently. So just have that in consideration. NJAW says, can I upload a video from my device to the store? Not your YouTube and Vimeo? No, unfortunately, we need to connect it to one of the video sources. We cannot upload a video. Only if, let's say, you have a product that you have a small video, I believe it's up to 25 megabytes, you can actually just put it as a product for a deliverable that you, let's say you're selling a course or something like that, you can actually upload a video in that case, but not to be displayed, just to be downloaded as a product. Let's see, what else do we have here? Paul Jones again asked, I've started designing my store in Groove Pages. Can it be imported to Groovekart, or should I wait until the integration feature becomes available? Yes, Paul, I think it's best. That was announced to be ready, I believe, in a couple of months. So yes, I would recommend to start waiting, because the integrations, we're still working with a lot of integrations. So I will definitely recommend you to keep it around and wait until that's ready. We have a cool comment here. Love the Groovekart builder. Is better than the Groove Pages, more functionality for design. Well, it's actually very similar in the UX experience, but also is kind of just accommodating the elements. It has a lot of similarities, and because Groovekart has a specific amount of features, so it seems it actually navigates a little bit easier. So appreciate the comment, and yeah, you can actually accommodate the column size and everything. So thank you so much. Now, Darcy, did you check your page?
Mm-hmm.
Everything is there?
Yep.
All right, so now let's just finish the cleanup of the page. Oh, I think we lost your image there for a second. So let's just clean up the page. And I wanna point something out. Did you just realize something? Let me just scroll down the page. You see the difference in sizes?
I noticed that.
Okay, I'm glad that you did, because it's important, guys, when we do that, since we're dragging the elements, to make sure that the elements are the same size. So let's switch, and I'll show you how to do that. So scroll down to the, let's just click an X there for a moment, Darcy, if you don't mind. And let's just scroll down to where we dropped the last element, right under the best deals, right? So let's just, there, right there, right there, right there. So you see that these products will accommodate when you're working with the actual editor, but in the front page, they look that they took the full column, right? So the way to fix this is very simple. Let's just click where it says elements. Let's just click where it says rows. Let's just grab this one that says one column and grab it and put it in between the actual area. So let's just grab it right there, drop it. And what it will happen, it will add that specific area. So now grab the bottom portion of the elements, grab the little cross on the corner, and put it inside that empty space. Now, let's just save. And let's go back to your original page. Let's just switch. And then refresh. And look at the change. Look at what happened there. Once it refreshes, you will see that everything aligns perfectly. The reason why is because the column is taking precedent over the main area. And that's what we actually just been playing around. So once you have columns and you drag the elements, you see now everything looks functional, it looks cool, it looks organized. Yeah. That is why we created the column system, because the columns will allow you to drop the elements and make sure that everything looks, you know, normal and organized. So now let's just do the last two steps of cleaning up the homepage, because we're kind of running out of time and I just realized that. So let's just go scroll down and let's just kill that. Let's say you don't have any reviews yet. You don't want to just add reviews. So let's just click in there. Make sure that the whole area is green. And let's just click in the trash can. And this is actually cool and new. This is actually that automatically, if you leave it on your home page, it will capture the email addresses. So it will capture the email addresses into an area in your emails. So, but if you don't want it, you can remove it. If you want to leave it, it's fine. So let's just, for the sake of time, let's just click save. And let's leave it because you want to capture emails. All the time you get to thinking about capturing emails. So now let's just switch and let's take a look at your homepage. Now let's just scroll up.
I hit refresh.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You're pulling a lot of donuts today, but I like that because you knew that I was about to ask you to refresh the page. So we can see the elements that are no longer there, or make sure that they're no longer there. So you see you have the banner, the deal of the day, your products, and of course your newsletter. So guys, that's pretty much it, how you do a basic homepage. I mean, and remember, you have a lot of elements. We play around with the video. You can explore the elements. And what I recommend is play with the software. Play with the homepage. Destroy the homepage. Play with the elements. Make mistakes, because that's the only way that we learn it. And like we all learn it. The fun part is that there's always ways to make sure that you do what you want to do, accomplish it. And that will be with the advanced classes that we're going to do. Can you do me a favor, Darcy? If you don't mind, let's open another tab. And let's go to groovegear.com.
To go to what?
Groovegear.com. Because something like this is what you guys can accomplish. And I'm going to show you in a second once it opens. And I'm going to do a shameless plug of our website. So this is actually where you can get all the Groove Gear, t-shirts, caps, hats, cool stuff for your kids. And it was actually showcased during our Groovathon. So if you ever want to buy some really cool stuff, go to this store as well. But a lot of people ask me, hey, how do you do that? How did you actually make sure those effects and everything that it was in the page? For example, you see, how do we put a background there on right below the actual navigation? How do we put the backgrounds here? And if you take a look at the bottom of the page, oh, look at that, the actual spinning wheel, because we are offering that as well. So you can actually offer that as well. That is actually in our apps, the spinning wheel, that people can actually put their email address and win a discount. So if you keep scrolling down, you see that the footer looks different. And the footer is just not a solid color. It's going to wave on the bottom. And as you see, it's just the same elements. We can just showcase some products and also a video, because it's important that we keep the branding. And you see all those things that people ask me, oh, how do you do that? How do you change that? That is actually very simply done, but that will be in an advanced class that I don't want you guys to miss it. So guys, right now it's 7:32. Let me just go. I think I have covered most of the questions, but let me see. I have a couple of questions here from Michael Ramirez. So let me take a look. Michael Ramirez asks, is there a suggested image, height and width size images for what is going inside the slider? Yes, it is. And the dimensions, I am actually going to put it here in the comments, is 1904 by 500 or 525 pixels. So that is the recommended size. Also, Donna Zimmerman asked, with having this homepage in Groovekart, do we need any funnel pages from Groove Pages? Donna, that is actually a great question. Groove Funnels allows you to actually do some cool stuff as well, like promoting single products, but it will actually work within their system. Groovekart has the e-commerce section inside of it, so you don't really have to go to any other funnel to do a sell, for example, or to promote a product. Can you create a funnel, a landing page or a funnel page for one of your products in Groovekart? Absolutely. You can actually just go back from Groove Funnels to Groovekart. Groovekart, you don't want to actually create a landing page for a Groove Funnels product. So it's a great question, because other people ask that. Can we actually do that? Yes, you can. Also, Donna says, I'm loving these products. Is this a dropship company? If so, can you tell me what company it is? Donna, is a secret, but yes, I'm going to tell you anyways. It is called Printful. The products that we actually work with, because we do work with several other brands, Printful was actually selected for the quality and the products, and because it offers a lot of products as well. So it's printful.com. I want to put the link in the comments. And actually, Darcy, if you can do me a favor, can you switch for a moment to your back to your dashboard? Now let's just click the actual visual elements or the designer, and let's just go to the three dots on top. The three lines on the top of your menu, right? Not the dots, but the three lines. Yes, and let's just go back to the admin panel, so I can actually show Donna where to get the account in Printful. So now we're going back to your to the main page in the dashboard. And guys, I promise there's going to be another 5 minutes. I know that we're hungry and we're going to go back to our kids and our normal Thursdays and probably watch the news. But it will be just a couple of more seconds. So where you want to go, Donna, to take a look at the apps is actually go to where it says products. And in products, you're going to have POD and drop shipping. So let's just click on the last link. And you're going to have the options for drop shipping and print on demand. And actually, Printful is a print on demand option. So you will see that. So you see, we have 8 options. We have Layer App, Ali Connect for AliExpress products, Tscape, Slingly, Printful, Groovekart Marketplace, Dropify, and Pure and Well. But in this case, let's just go to Printful and click Learn More. And what it will happen, it will allow you to say, hey, let me just click on the settings or the configuration. Click on that little button.
It's going.
It's going. It's okay. I know. Hey, we're live. It happens. So that will give you a couple of things. That will give you, you see, it says create an account. So right there, once you click create an account, you can actually create your account in Printful. So you can do it directly from the Groovekart. So I hope that you can do that. Yeah, it will open another window, and we didn't want it to do that, but it's okay. It was just for Donna to make sure that she goes there. But yeah, that is actually Printful. So let's just take a couple more questions. Can the Groovekart mobile-friendly technology feature be available for group pages? We are working on that. Yes.
And I have to get going. I have a meeting coming up here. I gotta get going.
No worries. So let me just take over, guys. If you have more time, just let me know in this. Just press a 7. So let's just say goodbye to Mrs. Darcy Hall. Sorry, Darcy. You should have answered Miss Darcy Hall. So sorry, you should. It's okay. So I mean, you could have told me in a message, like, hey. So and let me just give me 2 seconds. Let me open up the store so I can just answer another couple of questions. And I think, let me just show my screen. Well, Darcy, if you need to run,
I do.
have a great night. No worries. We'll see you next week.
I will see you next week. It's my birthday next week.
Oh.
So things will be better next week.
No worries. So if you, I mean, I think, guys, we should give a break to Darcy. So
no, I'm looking forward to it. I love being here.
All right. So, well, if you're gonna take the night off, let me know.
Oh no, I'd rather spend it with y'all.
Awesome. So, Darcy, go to your meeting. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, and I'll wrap it up in a second. So, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you next week.
All right. See you next week. Now, let me just show you guys where we were so I can answer a couple other questions here. So let me just go back to the questions here now since I'm driving solo now. And let's just go back to the last question. So let me just see. Caleb Sangard says, how do you integrate Groovekart with Groove Pages so you can sell your products on the funnel so when people buy, the fulfillment is done properly? Well, you can create, for example, a landing page for a t-shirt. And let me just see if I can just do this right now. Let me just log in here into, let me just not go to Facebook. Let me just go to GrooveFunnels. Give me just 1 second here. Now, let me just go to, what account am I logged in right now so we can just do this. Let me just go to Group Pages. And so I can just show you guys what can be done. I'm going to just do an example site here. I'm going to just create a new site. I'm going to just a blank template. And what I'm going to do, let me just do test 1. So I can show you how from GrooveFunnels we can actually add a product from Groovekart, which is kind of what Caleb is asking. How do you integrate Groovekart with Groove Pages? So I'm going to create something really quickly here. Let me just do something here. Let's just do a template for, let's say here. Let's just this one. It's something very simple. Okay, let's just do, where's the e-commerce? This one, for example. Let's just supplement template. While the page loads, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a very simple template, but I'm going to link a product from Groovekart into the Groove funnel page or the Groove pages. So in the meantime, let me just go here because right now I'm in the builder. So I need to go to the product. So I need to get out here and go into my admin panel in Groovekart. Now this is almost ready. So let's say that this is, for a moment, is just one of the landing pages for products. But I want to have a product feature here. So let me just see. Actually, this is a very nice looking template. So let's just do this here. So in here, I'm going to delete this image completely. So I'm going to confirm. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring another element. And remember, guys, we're working right now in Groove Pages. And I should be showing you this because David Lemon is the master of disaster when it comes to Groove Pages. But because it was asked, I would like to start working on the integration of Groovekart and Groove Pages. So what we do here is we go back, we just have our, let's say this is our page, or landing page, right? So we go back to Groovekart, and then we go to products, and let's just select a product. Let's just select one product, for example. Let me just pick, it could be probably one of the t-shirts maybe, or maybe a hat. And yeah, let's just pick up this baby t-shirt, for example, this baby bodysuit. We go to edit in the product itself. We edit the product. It's gonna start the process to edit, of course, the settings on the product. But right at the last part of the product is something called the button creation. You see, we can create an embed code for the bottom or a checkout embed code. So we have two options: to only create a button or to create a whole checkout experience in one of our GrooveFunnel pages. So I'm gonna just create baby bodysuit, then buy now. Then the button text color will be, let's say, yellow. The background will be, let's say, black. Of course, you're gonna check the colors on your Groove pages, but of course, we're gonna show the product name and show the product image. Once in Groovekart, when we click generate the form, it will actually create this code. And this div right here will be the code that you need. You copy this code, then you come to your GrooveFunnels. You actually just, we said that we're gonna move it here, so what you need is to add the embed code from your Groove pages, which I believe is in one of the either blocks or, no, it's actually in the elements. I didn't see it. Let me just go back to the elements. I believe it should be around here. Media, form, e-commerce. Actually, the checkout embed, as you can see. Oh, let me see if we can just bring this one up here. See if I can bring it here. Let me see if in the settings it will give me something in the settings. Configure. If I can drop this, I guess it will be ready to go, but let me just verify that in a second. Let me just make sure that I copy the whole thing here. Yep. Oh, it's actually too big because I took it in the whole pane. So let me just, 1 second, let me just remove this out of this area here. And let me just do it the regular way that I used to do it, which is by adding the code only. Give me 1 second. Code embed right here. It will be in this area right here. You click in there. You save it as well. And now you click in the area to embed your code. You make sure you're in the expert mode, and then we just add that piece of code here. Oh, let me see. Where do we go to the code? Right here, custom attributes. No. You see text. No. Background border. Where is the? Did I claim my cache here? Because it's not allowing me to drop the code. Give me guys just 1 second. Let me see something here. Oh, this is for the classes for the CSS. Where do I? Let me see. Where do I drop the code here? Because I am trying to. Oh, sorry guys. Completely forgot that it's not there, but in that corner. So you just drop that in here, paste, save, and look at that. That's what actually is the baby bodysuit with the checkout. So let me just save the page and let me publish it so I can see it and show it to you guys. Choose name, test 1, publish. Now, if I click here on the page, oh, I forgot we have to wait probably a couple of seconds here. See, a few minutes. Let's just, while we wait to make sure that everything saves, you see here that I just dropped the code in. Let me just do it again because I thought the settings will be here, but actually once you are in the settings on the code, when you're dropping the code, just make sure that you use this icon right here for the actual area where you need to drop the code. So let me just, oh, also let me just remove that question from there. Now let's just test the page. Let's just see if it's saved normally. I think it's going to come up in a sec. Let's just redo it again, see if we can get it to run. Published. And by the way, guys, this is the second time that I do this in Groove Pages, in combination with Groovekart. So let's see. It's taking a little longer than I expected because I'm doing the main server. So I don't know why it's not showing up. Let me see if I can see the preview here. See, right there. Of course, I didn't accommodate anything. I didn't accommodate the sizes or anything, but this is directly from Groovekart. So it's taking all the information from that, even the actual variable, the actual variance from the bodysuit, depending on the color, the size. So it will bring every single piece of information that you need. But it is doable, so you can actually do it and via the code. And you can do this, or you can do the other part. Let me just show you the other part, which is the buy button code. So the same situation, the button text will be buy now. The same product. Let's just pick random colors here for for the time, and then show product name, show product image, show the dash border, show prices, of course. Then you will see this and generate the code. Same situation. We grab the code, we copy the code, we go to a group to a GrooveFunnels page. Let's say, let me just remove this. I'm going to delete the whole thing. I'm going to bring again the element for the code embed right here. I'm going to put it in the same location. So then remember, I forgot that it's not in the side, it's in the same area where we drop the code. So right here, then we click on the little wheel for the code. We drop the new code. Then we click save. And now it's not going to show the checkout. It's only going to show the product. So you guys saw the differences. The biggest difference is in one, your customer can actually put right away the address, the shipping address, all that stuff. In here is just the actual product. So let me just put it back here. And again, I just did it quite quickly, and I didn't accommodate all the sizes, and I didn't accommodate anything on the page. So you see, it takes up directly from that. And if I click buy now, of course, this is taken from Groovekart. So proceed to checkout, and it will actually go to your account in Groovekart. So that's how you add pretty much a product. And I hope that you guys can use it in conjunction with your group pages. So let's see if Adrian says, can you show again where you drop the code? We couldn't see it. Sure, no problem. So let me just show this here. Where we drop the code is right here in that little wheel. You just drop the code and then you just click save. So Yeah, Caleb, you see, actually, that's a functionality that has been working for a couple of months, but a lot of people don't experience it because yes, we're still working in a lot of stuff, but we're progressing, and now the editor is more cohesive, and then you can use these marvelous things here and accommodate the size, accommodate pretty much everything, and you can actually even upload your own images, as you saw when you do the steps directly from your Groovekart. So this stuff is actually working in conjunction. So if you want to create a page or a landing page for one of your products, you can do that and sell it directly from your landing page. So, all right, guys, right now is almost 8 o'clock, it's 7:52, and I can just pass my time, and I appreciate the actual extension that you guys provided me. I mean, I never do this. I try to just keep and being very respectful of you guys' time, but I appreciate that. And so you guys now know a little bit more of the capabilities of group pages and Groovekart combined. So that's awesome, and please use it. Now, guys, I will take any other questions. As you know, I actually also had the support team here at Groove Digital. So if you have any question, you can go to support, and let me just show you where so you guys can see it. You go to support.groovedigital.com, and you'll have the area where we have all of our articles and the videos and all the stuff that we actually have for you guys. And if you guys need to send us a question, all that you do is create a ticket, and you can just do it right there from your screen. So I think that's it for me, guys, tonight. I'm just going to go back to the presentation here. We cannot just always have an assignment at the end of every session. So the assignment for those who are interested in actually keep following us for the next couple of weeks is do your homework and set up your homepage. So please go in there, experience both platforms, play with the products. Again, if you encounter any issues, just let us know. We will be able to make sure that they work for you. So guys, it's been a pleasure. Have a great night. And don't forget, if you want to continue, please stay with us next week. So yeah, and as Adrienne says, yep, please keep playing with it. We have to play with the system, play with the software, learn it. I mean, the best way to actually try to create something is by getting your hands dirty, spend a couple of hours, and add products yourself, connect your print on demand or your drop shipping products, and experience the product. So that's the best way to do it. All right, guys, it's 7:55. I know I passed my time, so great. Thank you so much for all of you for being here tonight with me, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a great night. Bye-bye.